If you are a driven guy, this is the number one thing you need to master besides all the theory and the technicalities of building your best life, whether it's your business, your career, your fitness. If you don't master this, nothing comes to fruition because it has the potential to be the biggest break on your life imaginable. And that is women. That is your dating life. That is relationships and how you actually manage these as a guy on your grind. Now, look, you may love your girl, you may like your girl, you may like the person you're seeing, but we all know, some of us from making the mistake ourselves, but we all know that deep down with that masculinity in us, true fulfillment comes when you are becoming the best version of yourself, when you are leveling up at the fastest pace, when you are in the process of hunting down goals. Men are designed biologically to hunt and chase goals and chase the potential. Now, look, if you have a girl around you right now and you've taken your foot off that brake because you've got the girl, you've got that mechanism in your mind that thinks it can stop because you've got reproduction, your biology will start kicking in again and you'll just start feeling a bit of resent towards the relationship. You'll feel empty and you won't know why because it's all perfect, supposedly, as society would say. It's because you're not going all in after your purpose. So your relationships or your dating life needs to be optimized to still allow you to go and achieve everything you want. If I said to you right now, if you were single, would your daily habits look better? Would your daily process look better? Would you be making more progress towards your goals in your fitness, in your career, or in your business or life? Would your lifestyle look better? If the answer is yes, you are messing up, guys. And I've learned this the hard way. So this is a tough little conversation that if you're single, you're going to have in the future and you need to do on day one. If you are dating someone, you need to have this immediately. And if you're in a relationship, I would also have this now. It's a little bit tougher if you're in a relationship, but it's even more important that you do have this conversation because if you get lost in the flow of this relationship, you are really going to sign this only lifetime you have away to, yeah, it might be a nice relationship, but you're going to have an empty life if you don't go and fulfill on what you know your conscience tells you you can achieve. Okay, so you need a conversation, right? You need a conversation with your girls. So I've had this conversation in relationships, and if I'm dating girls, one of the first things I say, right? Not like first date. Don't use this as a way to flex, by the way, guys. This is like instantly just setting authority, setting boundaries. You need a conversation, right? Before you start giving all your time away, before you start chasing girls, before you start going after them, you need this conversation because what you don't want to do, and again, I've learned this the hard way, guys, you don't want to take the toys out the pram for women, right? This is why this is a harder conversation if you have this in a relationship, because if you didn't manage it right from the start, taking things away from a woman is much harder than just setting boundaries on day one. You still got to do it if you're in a relationship. Otherwise, you are signing your life away. But I learned the hard way. It's better to just do it at the start if you are going into a new relationship or you're starting even just seeing someone. So you need to make it very clear once you know it as a girl you like. You need to be like, look, this is where I'm going. You don't be flexing to try and sell yourself to them, right? Girls aren't dumb, they can see your daily process. All guys talk. You're not the only one that can talk a good game. Everyone can talk, but what is your reality? And what does your actual life look like? If you're telling this girl that you're going to be shredded and you're going to be a fucking millionaire, but then you just act like a simp and you're out in the pub every weekend, right? Well, it doesn't show and she's not dumb, right? She's got every guy on Instagram messaging her that shit, right? So you need to back up what you're going to say here. Like I said, this video is specifically for guys who are driven, who are process focused, who are locked in on this mission, and it's a definitive goal. It's that there's no way you can live without achieving this goal, and it's going to be achieved. You don't know necessarily how exactly right now, but you know it's going to be done because it's all that's on your mind 24/7, and it's going to be all you're locked in on. You need to tell this girl where you're going. Be completely authentic. This is my North Star goal. This is what I want to achieve, and I'm going to sacrifice now for this. In addition to that, you also need to tell her, look, this is who I'm becoming. Because, again, guys, you got to drop your ego. If you are going to achieve that, you are going to have to become somebody different. Okay? You right now are not the guy that will achieve that goal. Me 4 years ago wasn't the guy that lives this life in Dubai and can travel and has a big business today. Likewise, me right now isn't the version that's going to be doing multi-seven figures a month. That's just how it is, okay? So you need to lay this out. You need to say, but this is also who I'm becoming, and this is how I need to show up, because your current habits got you where you are. They're not getting you where you want to go. You're going to show up differently with your calendar, with your routine, with your consistency, with your boundaries, with your ability to say no, with removing and eliminating distraction, with the ability to focus, without the booze, with the good food, with hitting your macros, all this stuff. Investing your money back in the career and in your business and in your skills and in your fitness and in your health, not on fucking stupid shit for your girl. So you need to tell her, this is who I'm becoming. This is how I need to show up. I need to show up. If you visualize the life you want, the business you want, the career you want, you visualize yourself being him as if you're already there in the present, you need to start imagining how this guy operates. The easiest way to even do this, guys, is find somebody who is already where you want to be and do whatever you can to be in proximity with them, whether it's in one of their programs, whether it's in a mentorship, or whether if they are around you. Most of these guys don't probably live right next to you, but you want to do whatever you can to get in the process and learn their process, learn their mindset and how they operate, so you can start operating like them. Because for every input, there is an output. If you want their outputs, you need their inputs. There is no wonder my business clients and my fitness clients all get results, because I just give them the same inputs that got me the same output, right? Like, that's all it is. So learn their inputs and say, look, this is how I need to show up. These are what my inputs are. This is what I'm not going to do, and this is what I am going to do. Show her where you're investing in yourself. Because if you're not investing in yourself time-wise, energy-wise, resource-wise, financially, she knows it's bullshit, right? And it is bullshit. You're not going anywhere if you're not investing in yourself. Not on yourself, in yourself. Show her, right? Like, I remember in a relationship I was in, a girl I was seeing not too long ago. I was like, look, I've just done this today. Just dropped 10K in. Like, you got to make it very clear. Like, I just dropped 10K in this. I'm investing in myself, mentorship. Not to flex. Simply just like, this is my, very fast they realize, like, this guy is hyper serious. This guy's a bit of a psychopath for this goal, right? Show them your level of commitment. You also need to say, look, this is how my calendar is going to look, right? This is how it's going to work. This is honestly how it's going to be. Right now, let's say hypothetically, let's zoom back on me 4 or 5 years. I was in a 9 to 5, okay, as an engineer. Well, if I was dating a girl at the time, I had my hours where I was working, and then I'd be like, look, these early mornings, I'm going to get up earlier. I'm going to wake up really early. I'm going to be in the gym. I'm not going to be lying in bed with you. I'm not going to be fucking you in the morning before I go to work, right? I'm going to be waking up. I'm going to be going to the gym. I'm going to leave you in fucking bed. Then I'm going to go to work. And then I'm going to come back and I'm going to be working on my thing. And then that 2 hours pretty much before bed, I'm going to be reading and I'm going to be studying from a mentor or a coach or a course I'm in at the minute. And then I'm going to be going to bed. On a Saturday afternoon, we will spend the Saturday afternoon together. Now, we can sleep together. We can sleep in the same bed, but there's not going to be like 2 hours Netflix in the evening. We're not going to be walking around the mall all, in the evenings, just chatting gossip. You are on your mission. I personally wouldn't live with you, girl, either, in my opinion, right? I just wouldn't do that. I would stay very focused, keep your environment yours. Yeah, if you work from home, if you do have an online business already and whatever, she's out, well, fine. Living together is not that bad because she can just sleep. But you don't want the girl in the house all day when you're in on your mission, okay? So you need to tell her, look, this is how my calendar is going to be set up. This is the only slots you're going to get. She's going to think, oh, but if you're in a 9 to 5, she's going to be like, oh, but you're not working. You only work 9 to 5. Why can't you just see me at 5 every day? You're not working. You've got to see your side hustle, your new business, your new career, your future level up in your career. So that evening slot and that morning slot working on you, that is work. You've got to treat that like that's employed. Right? Most people are more loyal to their employer than they are when it's working on their own business. You've got to imagine you're employing yourself, okay, to be in the best shape and to build the business. Now, if you're wanting to build this side hustle that gets you to 5K a month, 10K a month, 20K a month, so you can get out of your current job and let's say you wanted to build a coaching business like my clients, well, you need to, if you want that 10K a month, right? you need to show up like you're paying someone else to earn 10 grand a month for you. Right? And most people are not showing up like that. They're showing up like a £200 a month guy, and they're wanting 10 grand a month because they're giving all the time to the girl or to the mates or whatever and just fluffing around. You need to show up like you're paying yourself. Would you pay yourself the amount of money in your side hustle you want? The answer is no. So show up like it. And you're going to have to take time away from a chick. You're going to have to stop with all the fucking, like, just sporadic dating. You need to be working on yourself to just become a guy where girls are trying to get to you, and you're actually like, no. Next Saturday, if you're single, next Saturday, yeah, we can do that. Do you know what? There's 5 girls who are kind of asking. I'm just going to pick the fucking best one. Do you know what? I'm going to say no to all of them this weekend. That's who you want to become. Your 20s, your 30s, your late teens, you've got to go make it happen, you know? Stop focusing on sex until you've done at least a 6-figure month once, you know? Like, you've got to just go all in. On top of that, you need to be like, look, this is how I need my environment to be. This is how my social circle needs to be. It's going to be a bit of success by subtraction. I'm going to be removing a lot of people who don't provide value, a lot of people who don't serve me, a lot of people who are low frequency people. Doesn't mean I hate them. They're just low frequency. If you are exposed to low frequency people in your day, it's going to pull down your frequency. Success by subtraction. Remove that shit, right? This is how my house needs to look. Like, if someone could come in my apartment now in Dubai and just look around, everything's just immaculate. There is nothing out anywhere. I need to be a high standards guy with the cleanest environment. The only thing I have is a pen, a notepad, and some noise cancelling headphones. That's it on this desk. All the worktops, all the sofas, just bleach white, just boom, 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 slick as fuck, right? Everything in my environment, whether it's physical or mental, is going to be the same. If I'm working on my computer, there's one tab open. It's just a matter of focus. You know, focus isn't a skill, it's a lifestyle. My house setup's optimized for focus. It's not optimized for chilling and watching the TV. My social circle's optimized for focus. I keep it down. There will be literally a 2-minute slot where if I've got WhatsApps, I'll get back to personal WhatsApps in the day. I'm not a responsive person. I'm not like reactive. I just go to it when I've allocated it a slot. Like I said, if someone wants to meet up, no. That's the time in the week where you can meet up with me. Doesn't matter, right? If you are already full-time in your business, or whether you're working 9 to 5 right now, just because you technically might not be working, you are working. You need to allocate it as if it's employed work, and that doesn't mean it's your girl's time. Doesn't mean it's your social circle's time. So you need to tell her, look, this is how my environment's going to be. If she's in your house, tell her to clean the fuck up. Stop leaving shit around. Your mind needs to be focused on fucking war with work, right? I don't want to come out my office or wherever I've got my work set up in the house at the time and just see, like, there's just clutter there. Or let's say she's come round, or if I'm working and a girl's coming round this evening, hypothetically, once I finish working, she gets in 15 minutes before I've finished on a call, and she's just left her shoes out. I'm like, sort that the fuck out right now. Like, this needs to be immaculate. I need a clean environment. You need to be massively high standards, okay? Environment. So that's same with social circle. No gossiping, no bullshit, no low frequency people. Your house is going to be optimized for work. Like, I always laugh if a girl comes around to mine, she'll just come in and, like, obviously a very big, nice flash apartment in Dubai. Looks like it should have all the flash sofas everywhere and comfy seats and big TVs. And it's just like desk, workstation, office next door, over there, big table with a big lighting set up, big camera set up, whiteboard set up. Like, I've just got stations for work everywhere and nowhere to relax. That's how it should be. You're a man at war, okay? These are my boundaries is the next thing you want to say. So this is the time she's going to get. This is allocated. She's going to start whining at you. Okay, then. If that's the time you need, let's not do this. You need your time. You are employing yourself to create this future life. Okay? Now, I'm going to say this. As much as you may think, I'm not telling you guys to go break up with your girl. As much as you think your current girl or this girl you're dating or this girl in the relationship is so fucking special and she should have all your time right now, she shouldn't. She is replaceable. Everyone is replaceable on a level. I promise you, right? You know, I've had breakups and stuff like that where it seems like the worst thing in the moment years and years ago. And you soon realize that it's deep because of who you are and the level you're at. You just need to level the fuck up, right? And everybody, like, you will have women running at you and you will pick who you want, right? And that's it. So time allocate. This is how it is. Don't go back on it. Don't negotiate. These are my standards. A girl will trial you, whether she's doing it consciously or subconsciously. Girls are smarter than you think without even realizing. And they will try and sell you. They'll try and negotiate. They might manipulate you. Not in a nasty way, but it's just in girls' nature that they may start putting the waterworks on. And they're seeing if they can bend you. But if they bend you and your boundaries, when you're this masculine, disciplined guy who's on this mission, they have just instantly seen that you're breakable, right? They will lose respect. Right, I've had some very tough conversations where, like, girls not proud that they're crying, but like girls will be crying like, "Oh, I just want more from you. You know, I need more from you." Da, da, da. I'm like, this is what you're getting. I tell you now, they love it deep down, right? Because they don't want a guy that's chasing them around. They don't want a guy that's giving them all the time. Your time right now, I promise you, as much as this may get you all butt hurt, your time right now with the body you've got, with how you look, with how much finance you've got, with where your career is, with where your lifestyle is, no matter whether you're doing $5,000 a month, $20,000 a month, $40,000 a month plus, doesn't matter. There is a guy right now where 20 minutes of his time would be more valuable to your girl. Your girl would love 20 minutes of time with a certain guy right now compared to 15 hours a week with you. There's always the level above. And I'm guaranteeing you, if you're not with this girl, right, she's only going to go for the guy who's got all this stuff that you wanted to chase. So don't be that guy that settles and doesn't go all in on your goals, because let's say you break up with this girl, right? Well, she's only going to go for more of that. So you're better off staying on your mission and not becoming a simp and then having to build it after. Just stay to your standards and build it in. And if it doesn't align, well, then you split anyway and you're still on your mission. Okay? You also need to say, look, these are my expectations. These are how I need you to show up. You know, in all these areas, environment, calendar, this is how you need to show up. This is like, if I'm going to become this guy, like for you guys right now, depending on where you're at, if you're like, I want to become this 6-figure guy, I want to become this 7-figure guy. Okay. There's nothing wrong with either of them. There's a phase for everybody at every stage, but you need to become that next level guy. She needs to be that next level girl. And let's say right now you're doing $4,000 a month, $5,000 a month in your job, and now you want to do $10,000 a month in an online business, get freedom. Well, you need to be a $10,000 a month in an online business guy. She needs to be the wife or the girl of a guy who's doing $10,000 a month in an online business. That doesn't mean she needs to earn that much money. It means she needs to show up to you now like the girl of what that guy would be. Okay? So like I said, if I'm with a girl now, I'm like, look, I want to be going for them multi-7-figure months. I want to be having the biggest impact in this personal development space with fitness coaching, with business coaching. I want to be the best in this space. Okay, that's my purpose. But if I'm seeing a girl, you need to be the girl. You need to be the wife. You need to show up like that girl would for that guy, because I'm going to be operating like him today in order to bring that into fruition. Okay? You need to set those expectations. And look, just say, look, if you're happy to do that, like, I'm so in on this and this is going to be amazing, it's going to work. If you're not, I don't think any worse of you. Absolutely fine. No disrespect. I don't hate you in any way, because by all means, you don't have to have that. I'm just saying I'm leading this. This is where we're going. This is how we need to be. If you want to come into this, amazing. Let's do it. If not, it's fine. But this isn't going to work. Let's part ways. And she may hate that in the moment and she may be sad, but she will leave you with respect as much as she might not want to admit it. I promise you. Okay? Now, you also need to tell her your standards, high standards in everything across the board, right? So none of the moaning shit, none of the low frequency shit. You just want to be simply, you need peace. If you're spending time with her, you need high standards. It needs to be nice, clean place, and she needs to bring you peace. You're not coming out of work to then just gossip about bullshit, okay? You need high standards, right? If you support this journey and are happy to make it work with the above, let's do it. If not, let's not. And be man enough to say that, right? I say that all the time if I'm seeing someone. I'm like, look, again, I'm not saying that I don't like you. I'm just saying that, like, this is how it needs to be because this is the way I'm going to be internally fulfilled. This is also what's going to create myself and yourself the life in the future, right? I don't want to be this current version of myself, and you're going to get a lot more from me if you're happy to follow this path with me. No disrespect if you're not, but let's do it, and you're going to reap the rewards with me. You know, that's where, you know, if you do have a girl that comes on a journey with you, it is special. You know, it is very special if a girl comes on a journey with you as you level up and she gets to see that next level. Now, it doesn't always work that way, and that's fine. You might have to just end it there. You go single, you go and you grind. You may have little things going around, but if you become single, don't get into the vice of girls coming around all the time. I know I've had it where it's like you start getting to the point where you could just have girls around every single day because you've got to a certain level. You can't do that. I'm still as strict as I would be in a relationship where I'm like, there's like one day a week where I'll give up like 2 hours in the evening, right? And it will be something I still want to do, and I'll lead the way with it. Oh, I want to go there for dinner. By the way, we're going there for dinner on Friday. You coming? Or by the way, I'm having a chill night on Saturday evening from 7 p.m. You can come on 7 p.m. on Saturday evening. And that's it. Don't just think because you're not in a work call. Don't just think because you're not in your 9-to-5 employed job. It's free. It's not free. Every minute has to equate to growth, and just have a tiny window of that week where it's hers. Maybe it's 2 small windows, but just keep it set in stone. Okay? You need to be very transparent with it because you know intrinsically your work should come first. Okay? Your future life, your future ability to earn resources, becoming the most competent version of yourself, physically the best, in the best shape, raising your self-confidence, raising your self-image, knowing you can do it, your personal development, your mindset, your skill sets, your knowledge, your career, your business, all this, that has to come first because that's what will serve you. That's what will serve your future kids, her if she's your future wife, right? Your family, giving back. If you're in something like coaching like me, you're then becoming someone that can now have an impact. You can serve the world. You can change lives. I've now changed thousands of lives. We've got thousands of testimonials. That wouldn't have happened if I put my girl first. You have to be selfish to be selfless on the biggest scale. Tell her your work's going to be first. Don't lie to her and say, oh no, I'll do anything for you. Da, 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 da. You can have me whenever you want. Da, da, da. That's an ick for one, right? 2, it's then just going to get nasty because then she's like, oh, you're not aligned with your words. I will just give her the very raw truth on day 1 and say, this is how it is. And trust me, girls respect it. You just got to find the balls in yourself, guys, to actually just be authentic, be who you really are, and lay it out. But don't speak this game if you're not going to show up. This only works if you're going to show up, guys. Yeah? You got to be progressing. Don't be all talk because you're burning your own time away and you're lowering your own confidence. Let's get it. Let's go. Have this tough conversation, guys. Let me know how you get on. This is so important. You got to manage this well. It's all about being truthful. It's always about delivering with respect and setting clear boundaries, because if you do set those boundaries well, it'll work immaculately. But you've got to optimize for you growing, and that's what it's all about.